Great catch, Chief.
Yeah, your skills seem to be getting stronger.
Thanks, guys. I'm sure they'll fit in well to our gang.
Who are you talking about?
The resident that we captured earlier, remember? They do not have a name yet, but I'm sure we'll think of one.
Get to thinking, guys. After all, we have all the time in the world.
And you don't mean that literally?
Of course not.
Oh, and I did also find a few other things whilst we were on our travels.
Let me inspect and find out if they're any good. A Dalek, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, very rare pogs. Great Scott, when did you take the time to find these?
Just a couple of minutes ago. I got them from a very secretive place.
Well, I think you all know that we could use a few more minions on our team. And the Dalek and Stay Puft would be very useful. But what about the Paw?
I'll tell you about them at a later date.
Alright.
So, what's our next task?
Setting up a secret base so we can get these soon-to-be recruits and all of our other members into it. Then I'll tell you more about my plan.
Sounds good.
Ah, so the 90s, there were lots of crazes in that decade, like Pogs, Pokemon, which are still going strong to this day. There was also an introduction of multiple video game consoles, like the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64, and my favourite, PlayStation. Time may change, people. There's no denying that these consoles and their library of games still hold the test of time.
Moving on from that, you know how people ask the question, what happened on Y2K?
No, I wasn't around.
So you're learning as well as I am. Y2K meant the start of a new decade, the 2000s. This decade came later to be known as the noughties. And if we're thinking about toys back then, it was all about brats, light-up ones, slinkies, and yes, they were still popular at this time. Candyland, Video Now, the Nintendo DS, the Nintendo Wii, and Pillow Pets. Also, both boys and girls loved High School Musical. Boys tried to play more basketball, and girls tried to be cheerleaders as a result of it.
So, we're not going to talk about the broken television sets due to Wii Sports, eh?
No. Besides, news outlets have already mentioned those.
And then, this takes us up to the present day when... Wait a minute, what's happening here?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Ah, good one there, Ebanana.
Thanks. But I don't think now is the right time for any more humour.
Exactly. The folks at Aldi better not see this and think we're going to die.
Aha! Now we've got you.
Oh, crumbs.